Hi, do you want to earn more from your business? This video is for you. If you don't know your profit margin, you are literally leaving money on the table. I'm Cax from Debbie Cax Finance and Business Workshop. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do instantly because subscription is free. And also, do not forget to like and share to people that this video will be of benefit from. Now, straight to the point. Sales does not equal success, profit does. You can be making sales, busy every day, customers everywhere, and be losing money. The difference between businesses that survive and those that quietly collapse is profit margin. Profit margin is the reason you remain in business. Profit margin is simply business sense. What is profit margin? Profit margin is the actual percentage of money that remains with you. That means for every sales made, what part of the sale is mine? What actually remains with me? Or service for every good sold or service rendered, how much is mine? That will make you know your profits. Now, there are 3 layers of profit margin, but the last one is the most important, which is the net profit margin. But we cannot fully understand net profit margin if I do not mention the first 2, which is what? The gross profit margin and the operational profit margin. Now, the gross profit margin is simple. Gross profit margin simply means after removing the cost of goods, how much is left, how much is mine. For instance, now, let's say you bought a product for $1,000 and you sold it for $1,500. It's simple. Your gross profit is simply $500 because you bought it for $1,000 and you sold it for $1,500. So your gross profit is simply what? $500. Now the second one is the operational profit margin. Now this one is more realistic, and this is where I really need you to pay much attention. Now for operational profit margin, it simply means after removing the cost of goods and subtracting the running expenses, how much is mine? Now, what is running expenses? Running expenses are the everyday costs that keeps your business standing. For instance, running expenses can include rent, salary, data, credit or airtime, things that you do every day or things that you spend money on every day that keeps you standing. For instance, now, rent, and most of running expenses are recurring expenses. For instance, rent. If you pay rent this year, you're still going to pay rent next year. So definitely, rent is a running expenses. If you pay salary this year, you're still going to pay salary next year. And for salary owners, the running expenses are things that actually like everyday costs that makes you be able to show up at work. For instance, your transport, your data, your feeding, your rent, your service charge, and many other things like that. Now, the last one, which is the most important, is the net profit margin. Now, while the operational profit margin is realistic, the net profit margin is solid, in the sense that net profit margin is the cost of goods sold, running expenses plus other expenses. Now, other expenses like tax, bank charges, and miscellaneous. Every money that comes out of your business will be used to calculate your net profit margin. Back to my example that I dropped earlier on of you buying a product for $1,000 and selling it for $1,500. So let's assume that you bought it for $1,000. Your shipping fee was something about $300 and your operational expenses was, let's say, $220. Now you sold it for $1,500. Now, did you make profit? You did not make profit. You lost. For you to make profit, that means it's either your running expenses is going to reduce or your shipping fee will reduce. We can simply say net profit is after all expenses have been made, how much am I left with? It simply means after everything is being paid for, what can I keep? Now, let's dive deeper. Why is profit margin important? Why should I know my profit margin? I can just be making sales, and as long as money is coming in, my business will stand. But no, you need to know your profit margin, either as a business owner or as a salary earner. Now, one of the reasons why it matters is because it shows if you're actually winning. It shows if you're actually making profits in this business. It shows if you are actually doing something with your life, with this work that you are doing. Another thing is it protects you from fake growth. The knowledge of profit margin protects you from fake growth. You will know if you are actually growing or the level at which you are growing. You can easily know how fast you are growing. Growing sales with a bad margin is simply growing stress. If you have plenty sales and you have a very bad profit margin, your stress is just going. You just be working so hard and be looking poorer and poorer. The third one is it helps you price correctly. Now, one of the sweet things about knowing your profit margin is the minimum and the maximum discounts you can give. Do you understand? You know when you should end a discount or which level of or which percentage of discount you should give your customers. For instance, you that bought a product for $1,000 had a shipping fee of $300 and your operational cost was, your running expenses was $250. You definitely can't give a discount of $100 on the goods. Know your profit margin actually makes you know that you can't give up to that discount. So if you do not have an idea of what your profit margin is, you will blindly give it and you actually think you made sales. And in fact, you made sales, but you lost money. And the last one, which I actually love, is it helps you spot waste and leakages. Now, some people make sales, they have a good profit margin, but at the end of the day, they notice that they are being broke. Now, the knowledge of the profit margin will make you know where the problem is coming from. Now, some people are victim of theft in their workplace, or let's say theft in their houses or theft in their business. Now, for you that you know that you have a good profit margin and you keep staying broke, you definitely know that it's either somebody is stealing your money or there's a problem somewhere. Now, what happens when you don't know your profit margin? A lot of things can happen. And the first one, and which is actually the worst, is you work harder and stay poor. You work really hard and you will still look broke and you will still stay broke. Cash comes in, but it quickly disappears. That means you'll be working really hard. In fact, you have promotions at work, you have arrears and everything, but still, at the end of the day, you still can't save. Another thing is you always think you are not making enough sales. You always think you are not making enough sales if you don't know your profit margin. Because if you don't know your profit margin, you won't know where the problem is coming from. Is it sales? Is it my running expenses? Is it me? Am I a victim of theft? Is someone stealing from me? What is happening? Your knowledge of profit margin actually makes you know where problem is. You will know whether sales is your problem or accountability is your problem. Many business fail not because they're not making sales, but because they lack knowledge of profit margin. Let me repeat, many business fail not because they're not making sales, but because they lack knowledge of profit margin. If you know your profit margin, you can give price and discount confidently. You'll be able to expand and save smarter and quickly. If you know your profit margin, it will help your business in the sense that you can expand on time, you can expand smarter, and you can even forecast that if this is my profit margin, that means in the next 6 months I'm supposed to have so amount with me which can help me save. Or if you're a salary earner, if this is my profit margin, I can actually save this particular amount per month, which will which might boost my savings, and you can use it to invest and do many other things like that. Now, another reason why you need to know your profit margin is because it makes your business or your work sustainable. Finally, sales is ego, or let me say salary is ego, but profit is the oxygen. Definitely a business that is making sales or a person that is earning so much salary with less profits, that means less oxygen, will eventually suffocate. Let me leave you with this. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Out of everything I sold, what stayed with me? Out of everything I earned, what actually is mine? The answer to this is your profit margin. Knowledge of profit margin is not optional, it is leadership. Next time you want to take that job or you want to start that business, or maybe you are even in the business already, always ask yourself, what is my profit margin? If I take this job, what is my profit margin? If I start this business, or if I start selling these goods or start rendering this service, what is my profit margin? If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Once again, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Don't forget to drop a like and share with your friends that this video will be of importance to. Thank you.